My name is Anthony Toda, and I am a lifelong resident of Jamestown, New York State. I'm talking about the November 7th, 2017 upcoming elections for the city of Jamestown, and I want to refer people to page A6 of the November 5th, 2017 Sunday Post-Journal, Jamestown Post-Journal, the article is entitled, At-Large City Council Candidates Vie for 3 Positions. I want to talk a little bit about that article and some of the candidates. We have the incumbent at-large candidates I want to speak about first. We have Kimberly, one of them is Kimberly Eklund, who has been on the council since 2003, and she talks about increasing jobs in the article. The other incumbent who's running for at-large, another incumbent, is Gregory Rabb. He's been on the city council since 2007, and he makes a statement, and I quote, "Too many people are still down on Jamestown," and that appears on A6 of the article in the Post-Journal. My response to that is the people in the city of Jamestown should be down on Jamestown because of the problems that have arisen due to Mayor Teresi's irresponsible financial policies, which have been rubber stamped by the city council, including these 2 members I just spoke about. Now, Mayor Teresi has increased taxes to the point where he has overridden the New York State tax cap law several times. He has also approached and reached the New York State constitutional tax limit, in which he can no longer tax property taxes any higher. And we still have a deficit, according to the mayor's 2018 budget, of almost $1 million. If these incumbents, who are part of the city council today, state they want to help the city, they are also considering reducing funding to the Jamestown Prendergast Library from $350,000 to about $50,000. And that will hurt the library and obviously people who come to the library as a learning center and many other reasons they come to the library. The mayor has also proposed cutting funding for the Jamestown Senior Center. Now, the mayor has stated in his budget that he has received over his tenure over $220 million in federal, state, and foundation aid. That's approaching $250 million. What has the mayor done with this money to try to get jobs in the city of Jamestown? Instead, the mayor has put the money into a Riverwalk project, which in some areas will expose walkers to possible muggings and crimes, because that walkway will go through areas that have a tendency to have increased crimes in the city of Jamestown. Also, 2 walking bridges have been built over the Chattacoin near the Washington Street Bridge, when we already have the Washington Street Bridge. The National Comedy Center, $50 million, is not even built yet, so no jobs have yet to be created with that. The Reg Lene sign improvement cost a substantial amount of money, and that was, in my opinion, putting the money in the wrong place when it could have been used for job creation. Also, the Jackson Center improvements is not the appropriate way to spend taxpayers' money and other funding when it is needed so desperately for jobs. Now, also one of the city council's considerations is proposing a changing in the configuration of some streetlights, and those streetlights are already properly illuminating certain areas, and that's just simply a waste of money. Now, as I stated, these candidates, that large candidates, the 2 that in particular that I've stated, are on the city council presently. Now, the new candidates have some good ideas, but their ideas have come in the face of a situation where we have reached the constitutional tax limit in regards to property taxes. How are you going to reduce them and maintain a budget that is balanced? As I stated, if you can now, we have a budget deficit and we have several fiscal problems, and we can no longer raise taxes. So the new candidates who want to reduce taxes. That's going to create even a higher deficit in future budgets. One of the candidates suggests planting vegetation on vacant properties to use the vegetation for sale in the city market. Well, this is just not a practical solution for a city who has the problems that the city of Jamestown has in regards to people getting back to work. Now, the high property taxes have driven businesses and residences out of the city. They have not added to businesses and residences. They have resulted in the exodus of businesses, causing unemployment. And how are we going to get back to a situation where we can replenish the city with jobs? We need a voice in our government. The candidates that are the incumbents, along with the rest of the council, have, as I stated, complied with the Mayor Teresi's policies, which has gotten us here in the first place. So what is needed now is to get a voice in government. If you feel we need jobs, which we do, if you feel we need an economic uplift, then it's time to voice, come to the city council meetings and get things changed. Get money directed from these projects which are doing no good for jobs, and start a priority where jobs can be established and increased with federal, state, and foundation money. There's one more comment I'd like to make concerning the National Comedy Center, and that appears also on page A3 of the November 5th, 2017 Post-Journal. And I quote, they're referring to one of the rooms in the center. The Blue Room will also contain a bar for visitors looking to enjoy an adult beverage while hearing dirty jokes. Now, my taxpayers' money and the taxpayers' money of New York State and federal and foundation money, in my opinion, should not be used and spent so someone can walk into a building and hear dirty jokes. Now, that is not the entire part of the Comedy Center, but that is a direct quote from the Post-Journal, where one of the areas of the Comedy Center will entertain this type of behavior. So, again, voice your opinions, come to the meetings, express the fact that we need jobs in the city if you want to try to help the economy of the city, and change the irresponsible fiscal financial direction of Mayor Teresi and the city council members who have taken the city and given monies in the wrong places when they should be placed in the basis of need, which is jobs. So thanks you for listening, and remember to, however the elections go, you have a right to voice your opinion in government, and please do so. Thank you.